From the high reaches of the Continental Divide, down through canyons and gorges, through pleasant valleys, across Idaho, flows the Snake. At this point, it flows into the deepest canyon in the world, Hell's Canyon of the Snake River. Brownlee Dam is one of the newest hydroelectric developments on the river. Other proposed projects will eventually harness this river, which divides the states of Idaho, Oregon, and Washington. Go to Weiser to reach Hell's Canyon. Take the road to Cuprum, then cross the river to Homestead. Hell's Canyon is the most rugged region in the United States. This beautiful gorge is the deepest in the world, 7,900 feet at its maximum depth. A stretch of white water 90 miles long, flanked by narrow canyon walls, splattered by sharp boulders, and armed with treacherous whirlpools. These canyon walls once produced copper and other minerals in Idaho's early history. They were also the hunting grounds for the first Americans, the Indians. Twisting, turbulent Snake River, which is over 1,000 miles long, roars through the rock walls, dropping 10.5 feet per mile and forming some of the most rugged rapids in the world. River passage through the canyon is an exciting sport. Voyages start at Homestead and travel north, downstream to Lewiston. The store and post office at Homestead is the jumping-off point for Hell's Canyon expeditions. This is the last place supplies can be secured for 140 miles. All supplies and personal effects are packed in waterproof containers and securely fastened to the raft. When passengers board this sturdy, unsinkable pontoon raft, they know nothing has been overlooked for their safety and comfort. Each passenger is provided with an individual modern sleeping bag unit, including air mattress, inflatable pillow, nylon sheets, and a waterproof cover. This, called a poncho, also serves as a raincoat. The raft is equipped with a 35 horsepower motor to provide better maneuverability. An auxiliary motor and emergency parts are also carried. Once the raft pulls out into the main stream, you are on your own. There is no returning. Only two early-day steamers, the Norma and the Shoshone, ever attempted to conquer the Snake River Gorge. Their owners abandoned any idea of future navigation in this chasm. This interstate bridge is the only motor crossing for the next 135 miles. Babe, our mascot, is the only dog to ever make this expedition. You have now left civilization behind. The only way out is down the river or 8,000 feet up the canyon wall. Every minute your eyes focus on something new. Boulder-strewn banks, inviting sandbars, wildlife on the hillsides, flowers in bloom, and old deserted mining operations. This is the incomparable Hell's Canyon. Hell's Canyon and the Snake River has a colorful history dating back to the fur traders, the explorers, and miners. They met hardships and tragedy in their attempt to conquer the white waters of this river. The glassy smooth water with the rocky walls of Battle Mountain in the background is a contrast to the 36 turbulent rapids in the main gorge. Historians recall the Wilson Price Hunt Expedition Party, which undertook coming through this gorge in small boats. They encountered heartbreaking experiences and the loss of several lives. Breathtaking views such as this will one day be blocked by dams, backing up lakes for pleasure boating, fishing, and power projects for Idaho industries. This is the Seven Devils country on the Idaho Rim, a group of mountain peaks that overlook the nether regions of this fascinating gorge. The hopes for riches by many pioneers were dashed on the rapids below. It is a different story today, when the river can be navigated in rubber rafts. Babe was the eyes and ears of the expedition. A bark warned us something was moving on shore. Site of the controversial and proposed Hell's Canyon Dam, which made the nation conscious of the hydroelectric potential of this great river. Since the channel of these rapids change frequently, it is important that Ray Holt, our pilot, inspect them before making the run through. Pilot's look of concern for the passenger's safety as we approach these rapids makes us realize we're in good hands. This large raft is so sturdy that it is impossible to overturn it. When the apprehension of riding the first rapid is over, the passengers settle down to enjoy the rest of the expedition and look forward to the next thrill. Devil's Creek inspired historians to call this famous gorge Hell's Canyon. Our first night's campsite is one formerly used by dam site drillers. The tasty and abundant food provided for the passengers is a gourmet's envy. Our first evening dinner menu, T-bone steak, corn on the cob, cooked in a bed of coals, and coffee hot as fire, black as night. The morning chill is erased from the canyon rim by the rising sun. Looking forward to another day of adventure. Keeping supplies and equipment in waterproof bags is essential. A pretty girl is always an enticing picture. One in love paints a prettier one. As the raft glides out into the smooth water, the passengers settle down. A glimpse back up the canyon where we've been. Such tranquility is short-lived. Another rapid is just around the bend. The thrill of riding the rough and tumbling river is available to those who like adventure and the great outdoors. For information on these expeditions, contact the Department of Commerce and Development, Boise, Idaho. Shooting these turbulent white waters is to the tourist what riding a bucking horse is to a cowboy. At times it can be rough when the raft dips, swirls, and sometimes turns completely around. The rapids become longer and rougher, the rocks bigger, and the whirlpools more vicious. all over the North American continent to make the excursion through Hell's Canyon. By now, the passengers have overcome all fear. The rougher the rapids, the greater the thrills. Time out before lunch. Everyone except the cook takes a dip in the refreshing water while lunch is being prepared.